Class is in session. Hey, what's up guys and gals? So it's been a while since I did my last movie review, but today I want to just talk about Mortal Kombat 2021. I just watched it last night, and off the rip, I've been on social media a lot. I've been checking out what my family been saying, friends been saying, other people online, like on YouTube, been saying. It seems like the consensus is that most people think that like you should not waste your time with this movie. Let me put this out there from the rip. I do not hate the movie like most people do. I'm not saying it's the greatest movie ever. I did enjoy some parts of it, and I'm gonna talk about it in this video. First, let me start with the story itself. So the story was a bit average. It was more so just about, without putting any spoilers out there, people who were born with a certain birthmark or who are just given like a mark on their body, they're basically considered like the chosen ones who will compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament for the battle of like the control of Earth, or like to rule the Earth from this other people who live in this other dimension called the Outworld or something like that. There were, the story is quite different from the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie that came out, which I loved, but yeah, it had some problems. So like, for example, one of the problems I had with the movie was the characters. Some of the characters were kind of boring for the most part, except for like Sonya Blade. Although I didn't like her storyline with the birthmark, how she didn't have one and how she had to go about getting one, and how they were like treating her because she didn't have one. Because like I felt like she had a very pivotal role in the movie. Excuse me. I think Jax was pretty cool in the movie. I did hate how, like, after he went through his whole ordeal, like, I don't think it's a spoiler. If you know anything about Mortal Kombat, you know that Jax has metal arms. He was kind of weak, and then he had to kind of like go through some things in order to get his like cool metal arms that he have and to become the Jax that we know. Another character I hated in this movie, and I'm really disappointed because this character is played by Ludi Lin, who played the, as far as I know, the Black Power Ranger in the 2017 Power Ranger movie, which I loved his role in that movie. He played Liu Kang, and I felt like, I don't think this is Ludi or Luddy's fault. I felt like Liu Kang's character in the movie was kind of soft. He was kind of weak and a little bit timid. He felt more like a side character, and Liu Kang is more like this character who's like, he's kind of like the Ryu of like the Mortal Kombat series, or like, you know, he's like this big boss. I'm trying not to curse because like my nephews watch this video, but like he's just like this big boss character, man. Like that everyone respected, everyone knows Liu Kang for this movie, and they kind of just sideline him for this new character who is named Cole Young, who's played by the actor Louis Tan. I don't know a lot about him. I haven't watched a lot of his work. I know he's done like a few shows on Netflix, etc. But I don't know, like I don't think he was a bad actor or anything. I don't think he played the role badly. I just don't know what was the purpose of the role. He was essentially like Scorpion's descendant. Basically, yeah, he was the main focus of the movie. I feel like the main focus of the movie should have been Liu Kang or Johnny Cage, which this is a spoiler, I'm sorry about that. Johnny Cage is not in the movie. They do mention him. He's not in the movie. So if you're expecting to see Johnny Cage in the movie like he was in the 1995 one, I'm sorry, he's not in the movie. Yeah, that's a letdown. That's a bummer. I feel like Cole Young didn't really add anything to the movie. If they would have took him out, like you could have still had Mortal Kombat and it would have made a difference to the story. Most people who watch the film, they're praising Kano, who was played by the actor, I'm looking off to the side, Josh Lawson. And yeah, I kind of found like his character was a bit annoying. He was like a typical comic relief trope. He just said like some kind of one-liners, a couple like a little annoying things I wasn't really feeling. And they kind of started him off as like someone that was kind of like you didn't know which way he would go. Like he'll be a good guy or a bad guy. I thought he was going to become a good guy, which I thought, okay, that's a change. Because, you know, when I think of Kano, I think of someone that's like essentially a villain. They started him off as a good guy, and then he betrayed the good guys and became a villain, essentially. And I'm not going to say like what happened to him or whatever, because that's like reaching into spoiler territory. Another character I was really disappointed about was Raiden. Raiden was like extremely lackluster. I mean, like, how can I say this without like getting too racial? I'm kind of glad they chose an Asian guy for Raiden. Not that I had a problem with the white guy, but it's just that Raiden's like an Asian, it's like a Japanese name, I think, and just kind of suit him better. Like, all right, you got an Asian guy. With that said, the white guy from the 1995 movie was awesome. I loved his role as Raiden, and compared to the Raiden that we have in this movie, I would prefer that guy compared to this new guy that we have playing Raiden. Raiden, he didn't really do anything. He didn't really have like a significant fight scene. He basically was the guy that just scared some of the characters, or was like the intimidating one, like considered to be like the boss, the god, the leader. He didn't really do much. Another character that was kind of lackluster, she's in some of the games. She's kind of like the vampire chick with the wings. Her name's Kitara. She didn't even have any lines. I don't remember anything that she said in the movie. And yeah, they did away with her. And I don't want to go into like how she went out, but like it was awesome how she went out. One of the cool characters in the film took her out, but I'm not going to say who. The music in the movie was horrendous. It was terrible. Like, come on. If you watch 1995 or whatever, the Annihilation, the second movie that came out, those films have really good music compared to like this one. The music felt like cheaply made. You're watching the fight scenes and the music doesn't get you into the film at all. Yeah, everything was already pretty much made for them. All they had to do was just remix with like a 2021 flavor or flair. It was just ready to go. But they kind of had like did remix the Mortal Kombat song, and you can hear like at the end trailer or like in the credit scenes. And I wish they played the song that they played in the credits like an actual movie during the fight scenes, because like that would have got us really engaged. It would have got us pumped up. It would have made us feel more into the fight scenes than what we were. Now I might get into a little bit of spoilers. So Goro, the forearm guy, he was in the movie. They had Cole Young, the new character, fight him, and I feel like that should have been like Liu Kang that fight him, or someone else that's more significant or more cooler than Cole Young. I didn't like during that scene, like Cole Young was getting beat up. He was like, Goro was giving it to him, but his daughter mentioned something. She's like,
Dad, give him the uppercut.
What?
Punch him. Punch his spears off.
I'm like, shut up, little girl. Like, nobody wants to hear you talk right now. Like, just stay off to the side. Like, just run away like your dad's been telling you to. Like, you and your mom should have ran away, left that area, but y'all just staying behind like idiots, but whatever. Yeah, I just wanted her to like just not chime in at that moment. Some other fight scenes were good in the film, like Kung Lao, he had some really good fight scenes. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, their fight scenes were pretty good. The first opening scene that had the fight between two really significant characters was pretty good. The gore in the movie was pretty good. The fatalities were really good. The references to the games or other aspects of the series was pretty good. I just wish that they had Johnny Cage in the movie. I really feel like his role, he could have served the role of Cole Young much better than Cole Young did. I actually subscribed to HBO Max just so I could watch this movie. I don't know if I'm going to stay subscribed to HBO Max because I'm already paying for a whole bunch of streaming services, and I don't want to spend too much money on these streaming services. Here's my thoughts about the movie. I wouldn't agree with everyone else that are saying like, don't watch the movie, it's a waste of time. I actually would say you should watch the movie. You should form your own opinion about the movie, because there might be some people that this movie may be for them. They may like it, and others may feel like they don't like it, and others may be like me. They may just be on the fence. In my personal opinion, I would say don't go to the movie theaters to watch this. Don't pay for like, expensive movie tickets. What, you're paying out like $14 a ticket, and then if you're like the dad, you got to pay for like all your kids, and you're spending like probably over $100 just for these tickets, and then not even considering like the concession food at the concession stands. Just get HBO Max. Watch it at home. Don't buy the DVD because it's honestly not worth adding to your personal collection unless you're like a huge Mortal Kombat fan. This movie for me, if I had to give it a rating, I would give it 5 out of 5. I can't give it like a 5.5 or 5.1. It's just a straight 5.5 out of 5 for me. And that's because it's not the worst film I've ever seen. Like, it's not a bad movie. It just had so much potential. And the good news, I think, or the good thing is that I think with a sequel, if they were to come out with another movie, which they've been hinting at that they want to do, because some actors have signed on for like at least 4 films, I think that they can improve. They could like look at like some of the criticism that the audience been given about this movie and try to make some improvements for their sequel film. That's all I really had to say about this. If you like what you saw today, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos. Thank you for everyone that subbed to this channel. Every single sub that I've received, every single comment I've received, every little bit of feedback, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and it will mean a lot more to me if you could just share this video with your friends, your family, all over the world. I want to grow this channel as much as possible and have this like be like our community where we could come together and discuss like these things. So if you like what you saw, again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos, and I'm out. Class dismissed.